Hey guys, so I've been working on this portal for a little bit, and what I've noticed is when I impersonate, for example, Joe employee, like I'm doing right here, you can see the image is not being displayed. It's broken. But I know it's not broken because I can see it here as an admin. So I know there's something with the ACLs or the access control about how this is working. So let's try to debug why this is. So in the backend, we have some a cool app called Access Analyzer, I believe. So Access Analyzer, you can use this analyze permission, which we can check a specific user about which roles they have to a specific table. And we can also compare different users, which is quite cool if you want to compare why a specific user can see something and another user cannot, and you really don't understand what's going on. You can use this to really find out what's happening. So let's pick that Joe employee. So this is the end user with minimal roles. I believe it just has one internal role. So let's check the specific table. So I know there's one table for images. We can just take a look at that. It's called db.image, I think, or db_image. Yeah, this is the one. And this is the backend name of it. So let's see if Joe has a specific ACLs permissions for this specific table. So image, that's the one. Evaluate access. And now we can see the different what he is able to do. So as you can see here, he is able to read on this specific table. So he should be able to see images. So that's nice. So why can't he see this image? So let's try to go into the portal to on this page to see what's going on. So I'm going to use SNE-tools to do SPC for service portal configuration. And then I'm going to get in here and let's go into designer. And I want to open my specific page, which is called bn_home. And this is my portal page. And let's click on edit on this specific picture. So as you can see, this is a HTML widget. So I'll click on this one. And here you can see the attachments. So this is the specific picture. So I used Gemini to create this picture. And you can see it's under attachment. So let's see if we can go into that specific table to see what's going on. So sys attachments and enter that. And let's see if we can find that image. So contains Gemini. And here is the image. And we can see it's content type image /PNN. And here you can see the table name, SP instance. So all of the different widgets on a specific page on a portal has a SP instance record. Because a widget, you can use that widget on different kind of portals. And but for one portal, you might have some configuration, while on another portal, you might have another configuration. And that is stored in this SPA instance table. So let's check that table. Let's see if Joe has access to this table or not. So let's go back to this permission app, go to overview, and let's find Joe again. Joe employee. And the table is SP instance. That's the one. And now you can, if you want, you can select a specific record or a specific field to look for exactly what you want. But for this, in this case, we're just gonna look on the whole table to see what Joe has access to. And you can see here, he's blocked on a lot of things. And the most important is read. So he's blocked from this, this table. Okay, so let's see if we can find that specific ACL and do something about it. Let's first take a look at Joe. So I can use U for users, and then I'm gonna search for Joe. And here he is. So let's take a look at what kind of roles he has. And you can see he only has one role, and this is this SNC_internal. Okay. So let's take a look at that table we were looking at. So let's go into ACL to check the access control for that specific table we are looking at, which is the SP instance. So I'm going to do a contains for that. And you can see we get a lot of different records here. But what I'd like to do is to take in the application, just go into the personalized list and drag over application. And for employee center and whatnot, we're gonna click on one specific application. And how do I know that? So let's go in here, for example. If I now choose another, for example, global. So I'm going into the global application scope. And if I now go into designer and go into my specific portal page again, and if I want to edit this one, we can see that this record is in the employee center core application. Okay, so let's try to search for that in the access control. So I'm going to search for that specific application, and now we see we got only one record here, which is the read operation. So I click into that one to see what's going on. And here we can see we only have two different roles here that are able to read on this. So I want to add the role that Joe employee has, so he's also able to read from this table. So let's we need to elevate our role to security admin to be able to change ACLs. And now I'm going to add the table. So we're in the wrong scope. Let's go into employee center core. And let's see if we can fix this. So let's add the internal, and then I'm going to save this record. So that is saved. Great. Let's go back to the portal. Let's make a refresh and let's try to impersonate Joe here. Joe employee. Nice. And now he can see the image. So we fixed the issue. So now you know how to debug ACLs. It's very nice to use this specific application. And it's very nice to especially compare different users. If you know that one user can do something and another users with kind of the same roles should also be able to do that, you can really see what's the differences between them. So I hope you liked that video, and see you in the next one.